3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. 12. So every month be ambinary.
We're grateful to the Honorable Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Honorable Dr. Na Momo Lati. Shall we do a big round of applause for her?
The title of our poem is Menstrual Health and Hygiene for Girls for Quality Education. I am a girl. Yes, I am a girl. I am proud to be a girl. I experience menstruation. It is a monthly cycle. God, my creator, made it so. Menstruation cleans my body system and my inner being. Menstrual health for girls for quality education.
And I understand myself. I change over regularly to prevent urinary tract infections. Menstrual hygiene for girls prevents discomfort associated with menstruation, allowing girls to be punctual and excel in their education. Support the girls with the necessary resources. Thank you.
Gianni Fimo, Walena Oka Fale Fimo, Hanbeke Bizi, Koni Amania Chosemo, Papaya Meni Casemo. Beke Yojin, Beke Yojin, Mashimi Chichi, a jacket Beke Yojin, Mifio Yani, a Jidano, Come Adeboni Fimo, Atana Adimo, Mi Bonale Fiena, Yani Fimo for me, Gomotulen, Fenchio Kenke. Gianni Fimo, Hewalena Oka Fale Fimo, Child Beke Big Yen, Koni Amena Chosemo, Papa, Yameni Casemo. Millennia. Me a sissy, or me a chakim of pitio, calling me cana sissy, Lord, someone more wine now by come. Yani femo, a walenamo, Kefale femo, ha, my anya keke, mo, beke be ye, na chosemo papa, ke nile papa. I'm a follow school me. Bomode, Koli Oyo, Opo, Bekebi, can you be any yani fair mommy? Nay, while I don't. Dede,
Yes, ma'am.
shine over lawyer school. Eba, if you are the Bekebi, I'm a small school, ya, Prime Minister. Dede. No, you are being chair, one no phone, darling. Need go uniform, and when I ask school. Baba, neighbor. Ofito, he minister, ne pone. Women no community mafiambo. Ya, say no. You got a local air table there, shishi. Take and bring them. Show it. Sacre. What I wash. Ene nje benfe ahambo kefon shi ene nu no ke eko afo shishi kefon shishi ojo ba mommy ene bue oba wole ne ke koni la baba onulo ko gbe na no ba ta ma se asekre sakre mame Geni that's one you Gaga fwe any we canana queen Oga, me no toy school.
I want to go to school, but I'm afraid my friends will laugh at me.
What? I'm a bad no mini here. Teshi no saw in the school. What is that? I'm in blood flavor. Shine over when me Madam, good morning.
Good morning. What is the problem?
Madam, when your children laughed at my daughter. Me they were just one year back.
What is the problem? Which people have been laughing at you? Madam, don't worry. I'll solve this problem.
I'll see me.
Children, come around.
What has happened?
Have you been laughing at Dede?
Hey, Dede.
But Dede said you have been laughing at her.
Madam, please, I'm not the one. No, Queensta. Are you not the one?
Queensta is who?
I don't know anything about it. It's the boys.
My boys again. What has happened?
Madam, please, it's Azaria.
Azaria, what has happened?
Chicken.
We're doing something.
It's Kojo.
Madam, please, it is Bella. Say something about it.
Bella again. What has happened?
Madam, please, sometimes when we get closer to Dede, she smells.
She smells like cow.
I don't know.
Yes.
She smells like a rotten fish.
Oh, Dede, what is happening? Why did they say you smell?
Madam, it's my mother. She has been giving me concussion to drink and wait to well.
Concussion. Why? Are you sick? Mama, why is Dede not well? Mama Bue, what is Bue? Oh, Mama, you mean tampon. The English name is tampon. Anyway, get seated and let me educate you on menstrual health and hygiene. Mama, you to sit down so that you're not going to give the day away and concussion to drink again.
Hey, when I don't trust students, me is signing. I'm a
So, menstrual health and hygiene refers to how to take good care of your body during menstruation. So, unfortunately, yesterday, some girl, she stained herself. And I was finding it so difficult to get pads and panties. So today when I was coming, I decided to bring a lot of panties. Thanks be to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and his vice, Her Excellency Jenana Opokuajo. Now we have lots of pads. And we are launching it today.
Hey, what are you watching?
Mildred, come and help me to share this. So let me educate you on how to use the pads.
Now, Beman was a pan.
Wajib panty.
Beman was a pan.
And a wajib panty.
Our girlfriend. Now, one was a pan.
Bema photo will be a panty.
So, Mama, this is how the pad looks like. And this is the pad.
I know.
So, you open the rubber this way. And then you remove it.
Yes, you say.
Then you peel off the paper at the back and stick it into the inner part of the pad.
Wait.
And then close the floppers.
Mr.
When you
Mission.
finish, wait.
Hey, Madam Nani, when the cow
Wait now.
Let's break the stigma around periods. Prioritizing menstrual health and hygiene is essential for every girl and woman. Together, let's create a more supportive and inclusive environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for giving us funds. Thank you, thank you. We love you so much.
Thank you, Mr. President, for giving us funds.
Oh, thank you for giving us funds.
Thank you, Nana J, for giving us funds.
Thank you. We love you so much. Thank you, Nana J, for giving us funds. Thank you for giving us funds.
Thank you.
Sakura.
It's on the end of the church.
Well, they showed and display a bit of humor and some very good acting skills. Maybe someday in the future we'll be seeing them after going through a bit of security and having to sign some autographs as well. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we do a big round of applause as we congratulate our friends from
President and Commander-in-Chief of the Republic of Ghana, our very able, distinguished, affable, Royal Majesty, Gamanche, King Takite Kucho II, a solid believer in the girl child too. It could not be by coincidence that Excellency John Dramani Mahama, through the Minister for Gender, decided that you should ably chair today's ceremony. My colleague, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, the Regional Minister, Deputy, I almost said Deputy Majority Leader. I'm reminded that President Mahama won an overwhelming majority. So Deputy Minority Leader, Ma Pat, and a proud member of the Education Committee of Parliament, who also holds the torch of the girl child and support for women very high. Thank you for coming. Director General, Ghana Education Service, Chief Director, Ministry of Education, Chief Director, Ministry of Health, heads of agencies present, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here once again to celebrate what I would describe as an enduring legacy of John Dramani Mahama. And I begin noting, those of you who are students of history, so you can begin writing, that forever it will be part of Ghana's history that it was under John Mahama's reign and tenure that Ghana got its first ever female vice president. A reflection of his faith, unwavering faith and belief in the potential of the girl and the woman demonstrated. Then today again, the making of history. I'm sure again I can say unparalleled, that it will go into our history that no president under the Fourth Republic, if I want, I can extend it under since independence, but I'll narrow myself so that Deputy Leader tomorrow, when he asks for budget support, I don't suffer in the corridors of Parliament. But at least no president in our living history would have been said that he prioritized women's mental and hygienic health after today's ceremony than Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A historical fact. So my today is to introduce him, but before I go into that, I have the permission of Mr. President as he's addressing. A number of you here are teachers. One of your major concerns the President just referred to me is that in his campaign rounds, Many of you who are Deputy Director Generals of Education suffer to hold the ladder above you to become directors because of the unavailability of office space. President John Dramani Mahama has directed the GES and the Ministry of Education that henceforth all those deputy directors be given their legitimate promotion, but accept that even without offices, they will still serve the GES in the capacity of directors. Accordingly, a decision of his legacy as President of the Republic of Ghana. Today's milestone, in my words, is to say a terminal end to the unbearable emotional trauma and indignity that young girls go through responding to the natural call. Excellency John Dramani Mahama says from today, you will give a terminal end to that strife and to that struggle, so that no girl child in Ghana will absent herself from school, have her dignity compromised as we watch in the drama because of undergoing this natural biological process. So I'm happy President Mahama himself is here to do us the honor of the luncheon. It will improve attendance and retention in our schools and consequently enhance academic performance. Under President Mahama, sometime by the end of this year, he is dedicating himself to the promotion of mathematics, science, and engineering education STEM. So from primary 4 to primary 6, STEM kits and STEM cells will be introduced for all learners at that level to get exposure to science, mathematics, and engineering education. The Ghana Education Trust Fund in the process of securing those STEM cells for use by upper primary 4 and upper primary 6. It is also the vision and dream of Excellency John Dramani Mahama that from senior high school to every Ghanaian student will have an option to choose between one major foreign language, French, Spanish, German, Chinese, or any other compulsory one language to accompany your area of study. That will also be introduced as part of our review of curriculum. I understand that there is a cultural display before Excellency John Dramani Mahama will come and give his keynote as we learn this. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, emphasis of the John Dramani Mahama administration from next year will be to invest more in basic, quality basic education. That is not to say he will de-emphasize free senior high school. Appropriately as he used the word, he will review it. We are expecting to receive the report of the National Education Forum a couple of days ahead of us, and will subject it to scrutiny and make appropriate recommendations that secure the future of Ghanaian children, not to abandon investment in higher education. I'm happy to announce that it's a vision and desire of President Mahama that each region of Ghana will have a dedicated university of its own. Accordingly, President Mahama, it is his dream and vision that the Bunsu University will be expanded. And therefore, when we are doing the law, it will take care of a campus in Ohio and the Volta region, another campus in Kenyasi, and another campus in Achirenswa, in order that those headline campuses will support the development of a full-fledged Bunsu University with 3 additional campuses. The Veterinary College of Puntamale will be added as a new department to the University for Development Studies, whilst President Mahama works to ensure that each region of Ghana has a dedicated university of its own. Mr. President, before I introduce you, I'm also happy to note that I will soon be introducing and seeking your support in Cabinet for the establishment of a technical vocational education trust fund, a TVET fund. We'll be looking to see if we can earmark 1% of oil revenue to support technical and vocational education and to learn from the German example. On this note, the cultural display, you may want to take over from me, Nathaniel. I have the honor to invite His Excellency, but he will come after your display to address us. Thank you, Mr. President.
And we're grateful to you, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Minister for Education of the Republic of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me acknowledge him and appreciate him some more. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Mr. John Dramani Mahama. And on that note, we also say a very big thank you to our friends from the Adult Technical and GOM DA Basic School. Shall we do a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Kindly be seated. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you very much. I mean, when you see our daughters perform like this, you just get a great hope for the future of our country. I want to thank all our students who performed, their teachers who guided them to do this great performance. Indeed, until I watched this drama skit, I didn't know that the cloth that our mothers used to use in the past was called boué. So from now, no more boué. Boué will become a thing of the past. But let me go down memory lane. But first, let me acknowledge His Royal Majesty, King Takite Kochuru II, the Government Chair and President of the Ghana Traditional Council. Let me acknowledge our Ministers of State who are present, our Members of Parliament, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, the Director General of Ghana Technical and Vocational Education and Training Service, all senior government officials, our development partners, our senior security officers, our civic society organization partners, officials from the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, our head teachers, and teaching and non-teaching staff of beneficiary schools, my dear students, my dear children, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to go down memory lane. In 2014, when I was president of Ghana during, let me say, what we call my first coming. My vice president was Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. My education minister was Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, who currently is my vice president. And as education minister, she led the negotiation of an agreement with the World Bank, which was called the Secondary Education Improvement Program, the SAIP. Now under the SAIP, it had different components, but I remember one of the major components was scholarships for brilliant but needy girls, support for girls in maths, education and technology. But a component of the loan was meant for a pilot program in supplying girls in school with sanitary products. It was then for the first time I got acquainted with the challenges that our girl child faces in school during their usual menstrual cycle. And it was then I learned that for many of them, for a certain number of days during the month, they refrain from going to school because they are afraid of soiling themselves and being the laughing stock of their peers. And so that pilot was undertaken, but I remember when we tried to pass it through Parliament, for the first time, it sounded very strange. And for those who were in Parliament at the time, they'll remember our opposition bench called it the pad loan, if you remember. And a lot of mockery was made that a government will go to take a loan to supply sanitary pads for girls, because at the time, this challenge was not very well understood, even by members of Parliament. Today, I'm happy that everybody accepts that this is the right thing to do, because it is a natural process of creation. The menstrual cycle our daughters go through every month is just their identity as women. And God created them to go through that so that they can exercise the reproductive function of the human race, so that we can reproduce ourselves. And that is why every month they have to go through that inconvenience. And the least we can do is to support them and assist them with what they need to be able to go through it with dignity and with hygiene. And so I'm happy that today we've reached this point. Everybody accepts that we should invest national resources in order that our girl children can have confidence to be able to go to school without fearing that they will become the laughing stock of their friends. And so, like I said, mothers, you don't need to give your children buoy anymore. We will supply them with the proper sanitary products to be able to go to school. Thank you very much. Having said that, I wish to extend the greetings of Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman to all of you. I spoke to her yesterday and I told her we were going to miss her at this event because this is a program that is very dear to her. She said to say hello to all of you and to say she's recuperating and catching a bit of rest. She's very well, and that soon she will join us, to continue to prosecute the reset agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, today we take a bold step forward, not just in education policy or healthcare, but in hope for the girl child. Today is a message to every girl in Ghana that you matter, that your dreams matter, and your future is worth every investment that we can make in it. I stand before you to officially launch the National Sanitary Pad Distribution Program, a promise we made and are proud to have fulfilled. This initiative is more than just the distribution of sanitary pads. It is a clear declaration that no girl in Ghana should miss school because of her menstrual period. Far too many of our daughters, our nieces and sisters have missed out on education, not because they lack the academic intelligence and the flair or the will or the ambition, but simply because they lack access to proper sanitary products. Research has shown that girls can miss up to 5 school days each month, amounting to nearly 40 days of schooling a year. This is not just a statistic. It represents a young girl falling behind in class, losing her confidence, and struggling to catch up because of what is a natural biological process. This reality is unacceptable. In Ghana, where we aim for progress, equity, and justice, this must not continue. Menstruation should never be a reason for exclusion or shame. It should not be a barrier to education or self-achievement. And that is why this program exists, to remove one of the silent yet powerful obstacles standing in the way of our girl child dreams. We are acting today to restore hope to the girls who thought they had to sit out for several days every month, hope to parents who worried about how to provide these essential products to their daughters, and hope to a nation that wants every child to rise regardless of their background or their gender. This program is a multi-ministerial collaboration involving 3 ministries: the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. It also aligns with our national goals and global commitments, particularly the SDG 4, which says quality education, and SDG 5, which talks about gender equality. But beyond that, it is rooted in something more profound. It is rooted in our values as Ghanaians, our belief in fairness, in dignity, and equal opportunity for all our children, whether they are boys or girls. So today I say to every girl child in Ghana, you are not alone You are not forgotten, and you're not invisible. We see you, we believe in your potential, and we will stand with you every month, every term, and every year. To our parents, I say, you have carried this burden for too long, having to choose between books, food, fees, and sanitary products. Help is here, and help is here to stay. This is not a one-time gesture. This is a sustained policy commitment, and we will expand it with your support and your feedback. To our teachers, headmistresses, and headmasters, you are on the front line of education. You see the tears of our girls. You note their absence from school, and you note their struggles. Now you will see a transformation in our girls. They will show up to school with confidence. They will come to class with dignity, and they'll be able to focus on the lessons that you teach. This program is for you because avoidable challenges should not undermine the efforts that you make to bring up these children. To our development partners and civil society actors, I thank you for raising your voices. I thank you for standing with our girls. This program is proof that when we listen, when we collaborate, and when we act, we can bring about real change. To the private sector and our traditional leaders, I call on you to join us. Partner with us. Let us build the local capacity for domestic sanitary pad production. Let us create jobs while keeping our girls in school. Let this become not just a social program, but a growing national enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing more than launching a policy. We're nurturing a movement that protects the future of our girls, a movement that celebrates their resilience, a movement that finally tells them in action and not just in words that our girls, you belong in the classroom, you belong in the science laboratories, you belong on the sports field, you belong in leadership, and you belong in Ghana's future that we are building together. So let us walk forward not with pity but with purpose. Let us walk forward not with shame but with pride. And let us walk forward not with fear but with hope. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, it is my honor and privilege to officially launch the National Sanitary Pad Distribution Program, a promise made and a promise kept, a challenge embraced and a bright future for every girl in our dear country, Ghana. May God bless our girls, may God bless all parents, may God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much for your time.
And His Excellency will go over to that will look like a pack of 12 super wings as it's described, and he will be joined by our chairperson, His Royal Majesty King Taki Teku. Guests?
I'm blocking the other media guys. Go back.
Please go down. Please. The bag was here. Go down.
And to all our friends, especially the girls here, would like to perform a very important exercise at this time as we mark the launch of this special national launch for the free sanitary pads for girls in schools. We'll do a countdown from 5 to 0. And when we get to 0, I want all of you to raise the pieces that you have, and we'll all shout a big hooray to mark this. Are we all ready? I can't hear you. Are we all ready? So together, as a family and as a people, we start the countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0! We're very grateful to Your Excellency. We're grateful to you. Your Royal Majesty King Takite go through the second, and now they'll go over to take their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Shall we do a very big round of applause as His Excellency takes his seat now?
So finally, the national launch of free sanitary pads in the fall.
We're also grateful to all other divisional chiefs who are supporting our church.
Aye, say the general switch the bay.
Na my sister say I want my idea mama.
Mimi secret and I would na meboa. I want to catch na pet o nim.
Me secret ko papa no kure. Aya onu kure na ta atobo. Uko 2 na 3 days aba ko meka ho. Ama me nu hwia meka acho. Bi kuno a nice husband. Just there, yareba na why na down. Acho ko fa ne ko. Na no beto no what. Yes, catch and win. The great gift heba. New Achimota petroleum one hour. A drone work, baby. Hey, stroke man.
And then me, Obeti. Let's give it a back, Renate.
A drobia, a caddy.